What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, an interesting twist in the sport of boxing has surfaced, as in the heavyweight division, as Anthony Joshua, unified British heavyweight world champion, seems to be on the verge of vacating the IBF world title, as he met with Alexander Usyk and Alexander Usyk's team and his promoter, Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, to talk about a possible upcoming fight. Why is this an interesting twist in the heavyweight division? Because if he vacates the IBF, that means KUBRAT Pulev will fight someone for the vacant IBF, right? That someone could possibly be Adam Kownacki, undefeated Brooklyn fighter from Poland, right? Adam Kownacki has a fight coming up in March. KUBRAT Pulev has discussed the possibility of fighting Anthony Joshua in May or June, which means that he's willing to wait until June, right? Adam Kownacki is going to face off March 7th, right? Which means he'll be available should he not suffer an injury or anything of that nature, and it's a fairly easy fight. Thus, the reason why he pulled out the fight with Dominic Brazil. Follow me, right? Okay, he pulled out the fight with Dominic Brazil, which would have been a very, very tough fight in a 50-50 fight, right? But Adam Kownacki decided to pull out of that fight, right? Thus, we'll see him fight another opponent, another lighter touch opponent for Adam Kownacki, right? Why? Because the possibility of Adam Kownacki facing off against KUBRAT Pulev for the vacant IBF is a strong possibility in late May, early June. Should Adam Kownacki be successful in his upcoming fight, right, and come out unscathed, right, with no injuries and not a tough fight, Robert Helenius is who he's actually going to fight, right, against Robert Helenius, which is a much easier fight for Adam Kownacki than Dominic Brazil, right? Why? Because Adam Kownacki defeats Robert Helenius and then go ahead and fight KUBRAT Pulev for the vacant IBF. The reason why I believe Adam Kownacki pulled out the fight with Dominic Brazil is because a much more lucrative fight is on the horizon, and don't want to see them put that at risk, as Adam Kownacki has a huge Poland following, right? And so you want to capitalize on that. Now he go in there with Dominic Brazil and lose to Dominic Brazil, right? Simple mathematics. Now he goes and fights Robert Helenius, defeats Robert Helenius, which I highly expect him to do, come out unscathed, right? And then Adam Kownacki faces off against KUBRAT Pulev for the vacant IBF world title. And Anthony Joshua, they're stating that it's a strong possibility that Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn are getting frustrated with the IBF and looking to go the route of the WBO, which would see them fight Alexander Usyk, right? So this means Alexander Usyk will not fight Derek Chisora or Joseph Parker. Follow me. Here's where it gets interesting. Deontay Wilder, undefeated WBC American heavyweight champion, Olympic bronze medalist, will be facing off against Tyson Fury, undefeated British lineal heavyweight champion, right? What does Tyson Fury have in common with this entire situation? What does Deontay Wilder have in common with this entire situation? Adam Kownacki, like Deontay Wilder, are PBC fighters. Tyson Fury, like KUBRAT Pulev, is an ESPN top-ranked fighter. Okay, you follow me? So now, you get Adam Kownacki, who's ranked number 3. The number 2 spot in the IBF rankings is vacant. The number 1 spot is occupied by KUBRAT Pulev. You understand? The number 3 spot is occupied by that of Adam Kownacki. So it only makes sense that Adam Kownacki and KUBRAT Pulev face off against one another for the vacant IBF title, right? Now, with that said, there's the possibility of Deontay Wilder fighting the winner of Adam Kownacki, KUBRAT Pulev is large. It's big. Why is it the opportunity there for him, right? Because Adam Kownacki is obviously under the same umbrella. So if he was to defeat KUBRAT Pulev for the vacant IBF title. Of course, Adam Kownacki wouldn't mind a big lucrative fight at that point in time with Deontay Wilder, because now he will have become a champion. Now it's time to try and capitalize on his star power and his backing. Deontay Wilder fights predominantly in Brooklyn. That's his second home away from Alabama. Adam Kownacki is from Brooklyn. That is his home away from Poland. Follow me? Adam Kownacki defeats KUBRAT Pulev. Deontay Wilder defeats Tyson Fury. Only right and only makes sense that you get Adam Kownacki, a fight that was already seemed to be in the making, taking place against Deontay Wilder for a unification bout, WBC and IBF, at Brooklyn Barclays Center. Pay-per-view. And it will sell. Right? And let's say KUBRAT Pulev somehow defeats Adam Kownacki, which I won't expect him to, but let's just say he does. This is the heavyweight division and this is the sport of boxing. So let's just say KUBRAT Pulev defeats Adam Kownacki. Guess what? KUBRAT Pulev is 37 years of age. There is no more waiting. There is no more seasoning that needs to be done. The bread is already cooked. It's already baked. It's time for it to be served. KUBRAT Pulev wouldn't mind now, Top Rank and PBC have done business with, obviously, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. They wouldn't mind doing business with KUBRAT Pulev and Deontay Wilder. Top Rank CEO and promoter Bob Arum would like nothing better than to do business. He rather than with Al Heyman and the PBC for a Deontay Wilder fight again, as it would be easy as they did now 2 fights already. Right? Or fight going into 2 fights, right? So they would get a deal done with KUBRAT Pulev. So this is an opportunity for KUBRAT Pulev as well. And then Bob Arum and KUBRAT Pulev don't have to jump through hoops with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. You understand? So Anthony Joshua meeting with Alexander Usyk seems to be frustration on their part, and it feels like that they lost the purse bid, and so now they don't want to have to go the route of going to Turkey and KUBRAT Pulev running the show. They rather vacate the IBF and just do away with it. Either which way, it makes the Joshua and Wilder fight still mega. Why? Because KUBRAT Pulev, Adam Kownacki winner, fights Deontay Wilder for a unification bout. He's going to defeat either KUBRAT Pulev or Adam Kownacki. He will be then the IBF and the WBC world champion. Anthony Joshua will have to defeat Alexander Usyk at that point to maintain the WBA and the WBO world titles, and he holds the IBO. Guess what? Deontay Wilder then still will have a leg up on Anthony Joshua at that point in time in negotiations, because now he will hold 2 belts, and he's still the longest reigning champion in the sport of boxing, and he will hold the most prestige belt and the second most prestige belt in the IBF title. Now going into negotiations, there is no advantage for Anthony Joshua saying he has more world titles than Deontay Wilder, because that won't be true unless you're trying to include the IBO title, which is not recognized as one of the 4 major sanction bodies. Now Deontay Wilder will be unified. And let's just say Anthony Joshua then tries to play games. He doesn't have to fight Dillian Whyte until 2021, but let's just say he go ahead and he fights Dillian Whyte after defeating Adam Kownacki, KUBRAT Pulev winner. He'll defeat Dillian Whyte, and it's a possibility he may go the route of a trilogy match, depending upon how the fight plays out with Tyson Fury. So this is an interesting twist that just took place in the sport of boxing, with Anthony Joshua meeting with Alexander Usyk and possibly vacating the IBF. Just allowed Deontay Wilder clear a road to getting a unification bout, because KUBRAT Pulev and Adam Kownacki, obviously Adam Kownacki, that's a slam dunk for Deontay Wilder to get a unification bout, and more than likely 70-30, 80-20% chance he gets the fight with KUBRAT Pulev. If KUBRAT Pulev will have a huge lucrative fight with Deontay Wilder for unification, and he would chomp at the bit and jump at the bit, and so would his promoter, Top Rank CEO and promoter Bob Arum. as they would have just done business for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So there wouldn't be any real serious hurdles for Deontay Wilder and KUBRAT Pulev to get a deal done. Now, the thing is with KUBRAT Pulev, it may get to the point where he wants to have it over in Turkey and his land or his. Deontay Wilder doesn't mind traveling, especially for a KUBRAT Pulev fight. Trust me, he will go to Turkey for a KUBRAT Pulev fight. To get that fight over the finish line will not be a problem for Deontay Wilder, because wherever you place that fight on God's green earth, Deontay Wilder is going to be a mega favorite to knock out KUBRAT Pulev. Period. So, with that said, let's look out for this. Keep an eye on this. If Anthony Joshua, who just met with Alexander Usyk, and Alexander Usyk's team just released a statement saying, very interesting meeting all of a sudden, right? Meaning that they feel like Anthony Joshua has had a change of heart in vacating the WBO. Now they're looking to just go ahead and face Alexander Usyk rather than vacate the WBO title. This leaves a clear path for Deontay Wilder for unification. So expect him to get a unification bout in 2020. And that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.